Hello, this is the Chapter 5, Cp5 schoology and also the summary. Please get ready with your summary and also your schoology, okay, for the Cp5, okay. First of all, this one, 2012 sample, okay. Which of the following describe the characteristic of the organic farming activities? Definitely, if we are using organic farming, I don't think we are using chemical, okay. So first one is wrong, okay. We are not going to use the chemical fertilizer if we are doing the organic farming, okay. Number two, decomposing and fairing being used frequently. Yes, because since we are not going to use the chemical fertilizer, so that we will use the decomposing and fairing for to increase the fertility. Okay, actually 1 and 2 is logically inconsistent, so that either 1 or 2 is correct. Okay, and then let's see number 3, planting herbs with the strong sense to control the pest. Okay, this is also what is it talking about, which is talking about planting some herbs which is in favor those inhibits the pest coming, so that we can reduce the usage of the chemical pesticide. So number 2 and 3 should be fine. Okay, number 2 and 3. Okay, boy. Okay, next one. Wait a minute. Next one. A farmer in Sarit area claim his farming practice is very environmentally friendly. Isn't it? Yeah, friendly. So, which of the following practice can on his farm can justify his claim? Okay, first of all, planting a tree belts, right? Practicing crop rotation, right? Number 3, large scale irrigation system. Or any problem? It will cause the salinization, I think, right? So this is not quite good. So number 3 is not correct. Let's try whether 1, 2, 4 is right answer or not. Yeah, 1, 2, 4 is the right answer. As you can see, this is green in color. Next one. Which of the following are the major cause of the famine in Sahel region? Okay, first of all, long-term droughts, right? Poor governments, right? And then civil war, right? Spread of disease. We seldom talk about this, okay? But 1, 2, 3 is correct. So is it 1, 2, 3? Hello. Let's check it out. Or 1, 2, 3 and 4. How about why number 4 is correct? Since if yeah, but anyway, since there's no 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3, 4 lah. Because number 4 is not very correct, but not yet totally not correct, everything. Okay, spread of disease is one of the leading cause of famine. Oh, because of the HIV AIDS yeah, true. I forget this. Okay, because the HIV may let some of the countries resident will have fewer power to do the farm job. Okay, it will also cause the famine. Nomadic heading is correct. Which of the following? Subsistence, right? Because nomadic heading always is not to sell for the money. Okay, how about number B? Wrong. Okay, is the sea is totally not they is the livestock is totally not going to have any control? No, because at least we will have a man to look after them. Okay, so C is not correct. Number D is definitely not correct. Nomadic heading is low technology but not high technology. Bye. Okay, this one. Which of the following are the correct description about the irrigation farming in Southern California? First one, dam, canals, and also aqueducts have been built to transfer water for farming. Computer and related first one is true, okay? Because we need this kind of irrigation in Southern California. Computer and related software program are used to assist the irrigation management. Maybe right, possibly right, okay? And then sprinkler, furrows, and different kinds of micro irrigation method are used, right? Most irrigated farm are owned by the government. No. Is it 1, 2, 3? Because most of them are privately owned. Yes, it is 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next one. Number 6. This one. This one personally, I think it's a bit odd. Okay, but anyway, I just go through with you. Number 1, for this one, which is talking about the region X of California, which of the following are the correct description of the problem faced by the farmers in region X? Okay, Number 1, short for 3 days. Okay, this one, right or wrong? Maybe right, not sure. Okay, because we cannot really prove that is lower than 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, and then high risk of drought. Yes, you can see here. Okay, lack of extensive lowland. You can see there's a lot of hills right here, and then large annual range of temperature is quite large. Okay, so let's check out the answer. 2 and 3 only. Okay, why? Let's check out what's happening. Because let's check out the explanation of the answer. Sorry about this. Okay, because the number 1 is incorrect because the temperature is above 0, so that the first 3 days should be long. Okay, number 4 is incorrect because climatic graph in region X there's a big difference for the temperature between summer and winter. But for this kind of wordings, it's quite weak. So sometimes you have to be careful. Okay, if number 1 is not right, okay, because actually they are low force 3 day low force 3 day long force 3 day because most of them are having higher than 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, so a long force 3 day so this one is not correct. So number 1 is not correct. Only it's just 2-4 3-4 or 2-4. Okay, but you can see number 3 must be correct and number 2 must be correct. Okay, so it choose the best answer, not the right answer. Number 2 and 3 pick up. Okay, please. Okay, for this one, do you know what is diminishing marginal return if you have economics? Okay, the application of the chemical fertilizer should be in this way. Okay, diminishing marginal return, which is like this. Okay, if the application of the fertilizer is higher than the critical point, it will start to have the diminishing return. Okay, the effect will become negative. Okay, so C. Okay, this one should be C. And this one, you can see there's a lot of sheep right here, or cow, I'm not sure. Okay, what are the physical constraints of the farming activities shown in above photograph and the solution adopted by the local farmer? First of all, dust storm, plant windbreaks. This one is right. Okay, because windbreak can safeguard the land by landstorm. But this is about a cattle range, but not sure. Okay, drought, install drip irrigation. It's also not about here because we are not going to use irrigation to here. Okay, let's see the remainder. Drying up of the water hole, tap underground water. This one, this one seems to be better. Well, let's see. And the last one, low carrying capacity. Wow, this one is quite correct. Wow, okay. Can you see the differences between the choice? These two actually is not quite down to earth 根本唔對口啊！其實我呢度種嘢啊嘛，呢兩個講 A and B is about planting, but right here we are talking about ranching. So how about this? For this you can see actually 又係唔對口嗰個問題咯。It's not quite down to earth as well. It's not quite related to the main theme of the photo as well, because right here you cannot see underground water, and also the cow is not going, the cattle is not really going to drink that much of water. Okay, no need to use the water hole to take a lot of water to them. Okay, they can just drink in the river. Okay, those intermittent river. Okay， 嗰啲間斷嘅河咁其實夠做㗎啦，啲牛就其實。So this is the most correct answer. Okay, so choose the best answer, not the right answer. This is one of the method to excel in the MC. Okay. How about this one? X and Y. X is California and Y is Sahara. X is arable, Y is pastoral. This one is right. And X, well, warm and wet, is it crazy? Okay. As you can see in the previous question, and definitely it is not wet it should be dry because Mediterranean climate Y, hot and dry, quite right. Okay. How about this? X is for local and oversee the market, and then Y is subsistence, so that most of the market are local. How about this? Is it Y having a higher technology? Come on, okay. Number 4 is wrong, okay. Number 3 is right, and also number 1 is right. So accordingly, number 1 and number 3 the option should be okay 都其實都唔會點錯啦，不過係咁依幫你睇下啦。You can see A right Next one. Where is it? Come on, be quick. Oh, which of the following may increase the risk of famine in the less developed countries? Okay, first of all, climate abnormalities, right? Lack of farm labours. I think it should be in the MDC. For example, California, we have this problem. Okay, more farmland for biofuels. This one is true. Land degradation. Okay, this one is also true. Okay, so number 1, number 3, and number 4 it should be okay. So let's see whether it is number 1, number 3, and number 4. Right, you can see again. Okay, next one. Wow, this one horrible. Not this one. This one is done. This one, okay. Nomads in Sahel practice transhumance because seasonal rain, is it? Low carrying capacity of the land, is it? Yes. Number 1 and number 2 is right, okay. How about number 3? It's not the case. In Sahel, you would better say it is a large diurnal temperature. Large diurnal temperature, but not for the annual temperature. Sorry about this. I dropped the iPad. Number 1 and 2. This is right. Okay. So, seasonal rain because they have to catch the seasonal rain by transhumance. Okay. And then number 12 Which of the following can be used to restore the fertility after growing the same crops for many years? Okay. Which one? A. Irrigation. Irrigation just for water but not for nutrients. Okay. Failing. Sounds right. Okay. Contour buffering. Actually, it is for the soil erosion. Okay. Turning wind breaks is also a kind of preventing soil erosion things. Okay. So B. Okay. B. Which is failing. I don't know why a lot of people fail this. Okay. Because not really difficult. Okay. Bear in mind, failing is for recovering of the nutrient. Number 12. Not number 12. Number 13. Sorry. Which of the following are the sustainable farming method? Drip irrigation, yes or no? Not really, let's be frank. Okay, tell you later. Use of naturally decomposed fertilizer, yes. Okay. Number 3, pest control by natural predator. Let's check out the choice first. Okay. We have number 1 and 2, number 2 and 3, and also number 1, 2, 3. But personally, I think drip irrigation is still using some kinds of fossil fuel, but he insists then follow him because it's also arguable because it can reduce the rate of the evaporation. This is true, and it can reduce the related salinization, those kind of things. So I think it's also makes sense, but anyway, bear in mind these kind of things. Okay, sometimes those reason in the DSE MCA is not quite consistent to some extent. For here, this one, you can see there are different type of farm produce and planted in a intermittent pattern. Okay, 1 row by 1 row. And first of all, number 1 is correct because this one is intensive farming. And then number 2, farm produce is market or they are market oriented. Also right because you can see mostly are for the Hong Kong market. Okay, which is market oriented. And this one, don't mix up this. When you see a same field having different type of crops, we will call it as the 嗰個叫咩？死一時唔記得咗添。It's not crop rotation 啦，because crop rotation is about the same field, planting different things for in different time. So when you see a field planting different things, which is not crop rotation， 成日一時唔記得咗嗰個叫咩添，陣間話你聽，陣間有嘅我記得 MC 嗰時噏唔錯，對唔住啊嚇。OK 嚇，number one and number two, so the correct answer. Number three is wrong. Crop rotation is one. Let me repeat once again. Crop rotation is talking about planting different plants in same field for different period of time during a year. Okay, so you cannot see different plants in same field if it is about a crop rotation. OK， 即係輪耕咧，輪耕係同一笪地咧。即係5月轉一種作物，6月轉一種作物咁樣車輪轉嘅，咁所以 crop rotation 咧，你應該係一幅圖睇唔到嘅嚇，你起碼要話俾我聽呢個係 May， 跟住嗰個係 September， 咁大家種緊唔同嘅嘢咁先得嘅。OK 嚇 ，next one. Which of the following are not the measures used to deal with the farming constraint in Southern California? Dry farming, use of fertilizer, use of greenhouse, irrigation system， 邊個係啊？邊個係啊 ？Dry farming 點解係 dry farming 啊 ？Why is it dry farming？ Mostly 咧 California is very depends on the irrigation. OK。Dry farming is mostly for the Sahel those kind of things. Okay, so California is not using dry farming. Bear in mind. Okay, sorry about showing your results, but I don't think I have so many. Okay, sorry about this. Next one. 呢個搞掂，呢個搞掂，呢度 OK。Which of the following explain the higher farm output of the Southern California than those in the Sahel? More favorable climate condition, I don't agree. Okay, high intensity of farming, right, and more supportive government policy, yes. So number 2 and 3, right? Hello, answer. Yes, 2 and 3. Okay. Okay, this one. The excessive use of chemical fertilizer. Where is it? The excessive use of fertilizer in long run may result in eutrophication, decrease in farm output, soil degradation. Which one? Number 1 is correct. Number 2, as you can see in the previous MC question, this one is correct. If we are doing it excessively, soil degradation is it. Let's check out the answer. 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2? 1, 2, 3 lah, because it will also cause a degradation if we are going to keep putting specific things in there. In general, if something is too much or something is too few in the soil, we can also regard this one as a soil degradation because the general quality of the soil is not good. OK 我無論係多養分又好，太多養分又好，太少養分又好，我都可以叫佢 soil degradation 嘅。總之我質素唔好，咁我就叫佢 degradation。咁咩叫 degradation？ 因為 grade 啊嘛，degradation. Why is it degradation? Because we are talking about grade. If the soil the grade of the soil is decreasing, then soil degradation. So if something is too much and inhibiting the growth of plants, we also regard as soil degradation. Okay, so 1V. This one, wow, many people get it correct. What are the favorable conditions for the research and development for the genetic modified food? Number 1, international cooperation. Is it? Yes. Sufficient capital. Yes. Advanced technology. Because all are correct. All are correct is the easiest question. Huh? Number 2. International cooperation is not correct. Mr. Leung really no good okay but I don't have the choice to pick up okay so next one. Number 1 3. Which one is not a sustainable farming method? Again, this one, okay. Crop rotation. Yes, this is sustainable. Dry farming. I don't think so. Intercropping. 頭先嗰個咧講緊I remember the photo. This one is intercropping. I remember finally. This one is intercropping okay 呢個叫 intercropping This one is also okay because different crops may take away different nutrients so that particular nutrient can take some time to recover. Okay, contour ploughing also okay because it can reduce the soil erosion. So the answer should be B, dry farming, because dry farming is not going to conserve the soil. They are also taking the soil nutrients away. Okay, so B is not correct. Okay, you can B is not correct, so that is correct. So that is the right answer. Okay, next one. One V, 31. What are the possible causes of famine in less developed countries? Low technology level, yes. Vulnerable to natural hazards. Vulnerable means easy to have. Okay. Large export of the food crops. Is it number 1 and 2? Or is it number 1 and 2? Number 3 is also correct. But not correct. Why? Because most of them are subsistence. I think of the biofuel. Sorry. Okay. But maybe on that time there's no biofuel during the era of 2013. Okay, because I may using nowadays paradigm to think about it. Sorry about this. Okay, let's continue. This one, you can see again there's a lot of cattle or sheep. Okay, pastoral farming, right? Intensive, 黐線okay? It's not right. Intensive is not right because intensive is talking about there's a lot of greenhouse, there's a lot of input in the land, okay? But this one, the human being is not going to input a lot right there. So intensive farming is wrong, okay? Number 1 and number 3, no doubt, okay? Subsistence is talking about they are raising a cow for themselves, sell them for selling, okay? Number 1 and number 3 is correct, okay? Not going to check the answer, okay? Which of the following might hindering the farm activities? This one is correct. Civil war may hinder the farm activities. Poor government policies, right? Low technology level, is it? Yes. So, is it 1, 2, 3? Is there no option for 1, 2, 3? Maybe it's wrong again. Mr. Leung always make this mistake. Okay, right, come on. Yes, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next one. Where is it? Where am I? This one. And then which of the following factors may this one already done, sorry. Which of the following are the characteristic of organic farming? Low production cost, not right, okay? It's high production cost defense, okay? Low chemical use, this one is right. Less pollution, this one is right. So number 2 and number 3, no doubt, okay? And which of the following are the farming method may reduce the soil erosion, okay? Dry farming, not really. Monoculture, not really, okay? Monoculture is going to take away more, increase the soil erosion. Dry farming as well, okay? Contour ploughing is the method that reduce the soil erosion. Greenhouse farming, is it? Not really, okay? Because it's not related, be frank. C, okay? You may ask why farming is not, well, he haven't explained, because farming actually is just talking about they are putting the farm produce into a house. So not in the principle of choose the best answer, not the right answer. So this one is not really the best choice among these four. Okay, so contour ploughing is better. Okay, which of the following are the physical input of the livestock farming? 唔好黐線啦 ！Vegetation definitely is not the physical input. 唔係 fertilizer definitely is not the physical input 啦，我都睇漏咗 physical bear in mind physical input. This one is human input. Okay, number 2, number 3 is physical input. Okay, this one you can see what are the description of this farming system. Arable farming, because they are farming, really farming. Some of them may think that, oh, we are having cow, but the cow is actually helping the farmer to farm. So this cow is not going to eat. 呢啲牛好難食㗎，佢行咗咁耐咧 ，the muscle is very tense and it's very hard to eat. Okay, don't think to eat about this. Don't try to eat this cow because this cow is very hard for the meat. Okay, low technology input, right? And then capital intensive, is it? No. So number 1 and number 2, no doubt. Okay, next one. Which of the following description about the physical environment of the California is correct? Semi-arid to every climate, right? Rainfall decrease generally towards inland. 呢個廢話嚟嘅啫。This one is right. Small annual range of temperature 咧 I don't really think so. Let's check out the choice. Yeah, I don't really think so. So that number 1 and number 2, and I really agree that there is there's a question talking about this as well in the 2012 practice paper. You may also have a look. Okay, where am I? This one, yeah. This one is done by. This one is done by. This one. You can see this one is about drip irrigation. This one is sprinkler irrigation. 呢個滴灌法，呢個噴灌法啦。OK amount of infiltration for X is less. Why? Because the water provided to the soil is less. Okay. How about this one? This one you can see we are using sprinkler and the water input is high. So Y is more. Okay. Water wastage. This one is less. This one is more. Also right, okay, because we are just giving drip by drip. This one is going to give a high water input, okay, so that if it's not used and then the wastage is high. Width of sanitization definitely in the same way. Is it number 1, 2, 3? 1, 2, 3, please. Yes, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next one. Okay, this one. Which of the following can correctly describe the input of the farm? This one is about greenhouse farming. Okay, because right here is too large. Oh, low battery. Oh, never mind. It's also okay. Still can do it. Okay. What is the function of the greenhouse farming? It's very obvious. Okay, regulating the temperature. Okay. I show you the photo again because when I pass into answer, the photo is too large. Like this, not this one, not this one, this one. Okay. If we are talking about greenhouse farming, the most appropriate answer it should be regulating the temperature, right? Which of the following are the possible cause of the famine? Again, it comes again. Overcultivation, right? As we have always talking about overgrazing, overcultivation in Sahel. So number 1 is correct. Extreme weather condition also correct. Okay. Political unrest. Number 1, 2, 3 are both correct. Okay. Check it out, please. Number 1, 2, 3 is right. Okay. D. Okay. Next one. Which of the following are the correct Yeah, I have done the previous one already. Which of the following are the correct description of genetic modified engineering? Okay, genetic modified crops. Okay, high yield. This one is sure lah. More disease resistant. right. Lower production cost is not right because if we means a higher yield, it always accompanied by more input of the fertilizer and also more input for the pesticide. So this one is not correct. Number 3 is not correct. The answer should be 1 and 2 only, as you can see here. Okay. But some of the textbooks say that it's not right. But anyway, let's listen to the logic of the past paper. The logic of the past paper, although it is sometimes is inconsistent, but at least it is better than the textbook logic sometimes. Okay. So let's follow this. Okay. Genetic modified goods may accompanied by a more input of the fertilizer and also pesticide. So the production cost will be higher. Bear in mind, please. Okay. Next one. Sahel region climate, low relative humidity, right? Winter rain only. Wrong, because it's talking about Mediterranean climate. But in Sahel, it's talking about it's totally not very much rainfall. Okay. How about this one? Some of you may say that the C is right, but actually it's not right. Okay. While compare with A, choose the best answer, not yet the right answer. Because most of the Sahel region is higher than 250 mm. Okay. 200 mm is in Sahara. Okay. But what is Sahel? Sahel is the margin of the Sahara. So that the rainfall of the Sahel, it should be higher than the Sahara. Okay. So it should be higher than 200 mm. Okay. Any range is not that high for Sahel. So A. Okay. Next one. You can see the possible impact caused by the agricultural activities. Okay. Intensifying desertification. This one, overgrazing, is intensifying desertification, slowing down of the recovery of the vegetation, and you can see the the cattle keep eating the grass, and then it will cause the recovery of the vegetation slower. So number 2 is correct. Causing the drier climate is also correct because fewer moisture is retained in the vegetation, and the humidity is higher. Okay. Number 1 and number 2 and number 3 you can see. Okay. The only one in doubt, I think it should be number 3, choice number 3, as I said before. The fewer vegetation to carry out the evapotranspiration, so less water vapor is in the atmosphere. Okay. Okay, this one. Number 34. Which of the following are the measures of Southern California to tackle the climate constraint? Irrigation, is it? Yes. Number 2, is it? Not really. Okay, as I've said before, it's about the dry farming in Sahel. Mostly it is in Sahel. Is it? Not really. Well, let's check out the answer. Have I made this wrong? No. Oh, it's in the dry farming. It's in the Southern California. Oh, okay. Crop rotation is not for the soil fertility. Let's check it out. Why? Oh, because it's about the climatic constraint. Yeah. True. Sorry, my concept is wrong previously. Okay, dry farming is also in the Southern California. Okay. Yeah. About the wheat. Okay. The grape is also a kind of dry farming, instead of just in the Sahel. Is it this one? Yeah, this one. You can see there's a sprinkler. Okay. Not a sprinkler. This is a herringbone. Herringbone. I forget the exact wordings. Okay. What is this agricultural activities characteristic? Arable farming, right? Yes, because this one is about farming. Intensive farming, yeah, not really. Commercial farming, yes. Okay, so maybe 1-3. Is it 1-3? Is there any 1-3? Hello, yeah, 1 and 3. Okay. Because for the intensive farming, we are talking about the greenhouse are very packed. The input should be very packed, but for here it's not yet very packed still. Okay, so number 2 is still is wrong. Okay, for this one. Okay, number 2 is still wrong. Okay, intensive farming, which is not that case. Okay, we can still regard this one as the extensive farming. Okay. Which of the following consequence of the excessive use of insecticide? Okay, soil contamination, right? And eutrophication is just for fertilizer. Okay, it's just for fertilizer. More severe pest problem it may cause, okay, because it may if we put too much insecticides into the field, it may nurture the super pest. Okay, then the pest problem will become more severe. It should be number 1 and number 3. And number 2 is definitely wrong because it is about the fertilizer. Okay, next one. Okay, which of the following method can help to reduce the soil erosion? Multiple cropping, right or wrong? Right. Okay, because we can attach the soil better. Drip irrigation is it more we can reduce the water to the soil. Mulching, what is mulching? Cover the soil with something, no matter it's a plastic film or the straw of the plant, it's also okay. So which is number 1 and number 2 and number 3. Okay, because number 2 is also correct, because drip irrigation to a certain extent it can reduce the water put into the soil, and then it can reduce the soil being washed away. So drip irrigation also okay. I mean this one, question number 37. Okay, this one again, what's this? Intercropping, no doubt. Okay, don't tell me it's a mixed farming. Wrong. Wrong. Okay, hydroponics is low without the soil. Okay, we put the plants in the nutrient solution. Okay, which of the following is the advantage of crop rotation? Conserve soil fertility. This one is correct B is wrong How come crop rotation can help to deal with the mechanization? Reduce pollution. Wrong. Saving labor cost. Wrong, because this is increasing labor cost. Number 18. Not number 18. Number 40. Okay, this one. Which of the following statements are correct? Which is showing a countries with higher percentage of unnourished population in darker color. Number 1, food shortage is most serious in Southeast Asia. Not really, because Southeast Asia is quite right indeed. Okay. Number 2, the food shortage was present mainly in less developed countries. This one seems correct. Number 3, food shortage was present mainly in the tropics. Is it 2 or 3? Okay. Because number 1 is definitely not right now. And number 1 and 2 and 3. Yeah, number 2 and 3. I just call it wrongly. Okay. Number 1 because it's about in the Southeast Asia, and Southeast Asia actually is not that undernourished, okay. So this is wrong. And then 41. 41. How do the nomadic header in Sahel region adapt to the climatic environment? Transhuman, yes, it is going to deal with the climatic environment. Controlling the number of heads, which is also right. How about shifting to the sedentary farming? What is sedentary farming? Which is talking about they are going to fix the location of the farming, which is not right, because why we have to do the transhumans? Because the general condition of the particular area is too poor to support the sedentary farming, so that it shouldn't have the sedentary farming. Okay, so number 3 is not correct. Number 1 and 2. Okay. Number 14.2. Number 14.2. Number 14.2. 42. Farmers in Southern California may improve the farm productivity by drip irrigation. Is not going to help. Drip irrigation is going to help. Sorry. Organic farming is not really going to help because it just reduce the production. Okay. In short term. Okay. Generally, you can deal with me for long term, but this one haven't specified. This is a long term. Okay. Pest control also correct because it can reduce the loss by the pest. Okay. This is number 1 and 3. Yes, number 1 and 3 as you can see. Okay. Which is green in color. Okay. Number 42. Number 43, sorry. Which of the following are the major ways to alleviate the shortage of irrigation water in Southern California? Okay, storage of water in reservoir. This one is right gap. Transfer of water by irrigation canals, right gap. And also desalinization of seawater. This one is too expensive to doing so, and you haven't heard this in your book actually. Okay, so number 1 and number 2. Okay, number 1 and number 2. Okay, next one. And then which of the following pairs comparison between intensive and extensive farming are correct? Intensive farming, physical input of hectare of land. This one, what is physical input? Which is talking about lateral input. The lateral input for the intensive farming is not high, it's lower. Okay, while compared with extensive farming, let's think about this. This one is just like the nomadic heading. This one is just like the market gardening in California. So for the nomadic heading, we use a lot the head is actually not quite well taken care, and then it is going to just let the lateral environment to nurture them somehow. Okay, in a greater extent with the market gardening. So for the physical input, extensive farming should be higher. Okay, so number 1 is wrong. Accordingly, number 2 and 3 is correct. It should be right. And anyway, we have a look. Okay, human input higher. Output of the hectare of land also higher. This one is right. Okay, so that is for your schoology chapter 5. And why I'm not going to go through the summary with you, because this is too short. The summary is too short. But anyway, just like the previous chapter, you have to identify everything with the factors that we are going to talk about. Okay, and the most important things in nomadic heading, which is about overgrazing, overcultivation, those kind of things. Okay, what are the impact of the overgrazing and also overcultivation? Okay, you have to make it into different sphere: atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere, and also biosphere. Okay, and then some genuine solution by applying technology in agriculture. Okay, the application of those genuine solution depends on, for example, political stability is also critical criteria, corruption, those kind of things. Okay, and these are good flow chart for telling why the ferment taking place in here. And then sorry, I forget to tell you which is the summary. It is start in the page 70. Page 70. For the chapter 5, start with page 70. And then the this is the whole things about this salinization. Okay, it's a very good article to talk about the whole situation about salinization. If you really don't know, you can have a look and memorize it. Okay, and also how to reduce the food security, increase the food security of the less developed country, blah 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 blah, and also the evaluation. Please have a look if you really want to get a level 4 and level 5. This is critical for you, especially for the last sub question of your essay. Okay, if it comes to the essay. Okay, you can see one by one. I'm not going to go into detail. Please have a look, I bet you. Okay, if you want to get a level 5. Okay, this one, what is desertification, which is also about the problem that's happening in the Sahel. Okay, sometimes it's also in California, but Sahel is more problematic for this problem. Okay, you can see the problem is because overgrazing and overcultivation and also deforestation, which is useful for your Sahel. And this one is California, and also the same factors again I have showed you previously. I'm not going to go detail with you right now. Okay, and blah 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 blah. Eutrophication, what is eutrophication? And you can have a look here. Okay, ways of applying the technology. Right here, this is introduction of the GM food. Okay, more information can be provided, and you can see a lot of data that is talking about the GM food. For example, 94% of the United States soybean is in GM. Okay, corns 93%, and also the cotton 96%. So it's widely used in the California. This one is talking about the FA cost that's used for different kinds of irrigation system, just like drip irrigation, which is highest cost. What is the side roller? I have just showed you which is talking about the cards, which is talking about the cards with a lot of sprinkler. That one is side road. Okay. Irrigation, why is good, why is bad, right here. I'm going to tell you one by one. And also this one is again is for the if you want to get a level 4, level 5, please have a look. Please bear in mind. Okay. What's the evaluation of particular type of measure that's taking place in California? Chemical fertilizer pesticide herbicide use biotechnology. What is the benefit society economy and then using machine, why is good in different way. Precision farming, why is good okay. And this one is also my own notes about precision farming. I just put it here again. Okay. What is the sustainable farming? This is also good things to talk about. Multiple cropping. Okay. Multiple cropping, as the looks have said. I'm just the one to say. Okay. Cover cropping, just like mulching. Okay. To a certain extent, it's like mulching. But mulching can be regarded another way. Okay. Mulching is just like this, where we will put some crop residue right here. Okay. Planting windbreaks, and you can see there are also advantage and no disadvantage. Okay. But anyway, you can have a look about this. Agroforestry is talking about we have to build the trees that along the farm in order to provide a good shade for some kinds of crops and also reduce the soil erosion. Okay. Contour pathing, which is just like this. Okay. Contour pathing 好似呢啲咁嘅。Okay. Which is just like line pattern with similar crops. Why we have to grow like this? Because it is grown like according to the contour line, and then doing like this can reduce the soil erosion, like installing a chrome along the slope. Okay. Terracing also making it into stair-like pattern. Conservation tillage. What is conservation tillage? It haven't shown you. Reduce the tillage and not till the land at all before growing crops. Okay. Maintains tillage, which is talking about泥地just talking about we are going to dig and overroll the soil. Okay. So this one is also one of the problem. Okay. Crop rotation, as I have mentioned before fallowing. Okay. Some of them remained as the fallow field. Be careful. Mixed farming is not related with the not related to the crop rotation. Okay. Bear in mind, mixed farming is talking about arable farming and pastoral farming, doing it together, raising cow along with the planting crops. Okay. This is the end of the chapter 5 and summary and schoology. Bye.